Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
What's going on, people? This is Inflewence, and I'm back with an unboxing. It's me, I'm here. We got the BISSELL CrossWave Cordless Max all-in-one multi-surface cleaner. So I heard a lot about this, and a lot of people say that your house ain't clean if you don't use it. So I looked at reviews online, I looked at a lot of stuff, and it seems to be the truth. So I'm unboxing it for you today. And the links will be in the description where you can purchase this if you want to. This episode of Extreme Adulting, but this is a tech product, so that's why I'm unboxing it. You know, I do Transformers and tech and a few other things. If you want to subscribe, it would be appreciated. Mostly normal tech though. You know, people don't consider vacuum a tech product, but this is cordless. It can connect Wi-Fi and has a lot of moving parts. So I consider that a tech product. I'm assuming it's probably a box in a box. And I assume wrong. This is just a plain box. So also you get some cleaner they include, which is nice. They say you should only use theirs, of course, because that's how they get money. But I think, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on with this, so I would be inclined to use their cleaner. Hopefully it's not too expensive, but it's a lot. You get a lot. They got the multi-surface, just tile, wood, area rugs. You got the pets. We don't really need that. We ain't got no pets. But it's still like Febreze with the multi-surface. You got that too. They got the Febreze in it. It's pretty cool. Help with the pet odor. I think that's the only difference between the regular multi-surface and the multi-surface with the pets is you got spring Febreze. Probably still use that. Probably smells nice. Got some packaging materials. 50% off some cleaner. That's always good. And you got the instructions. I was about to say we don't read those, but looks like I'm gonna need to, because it's in pieces. Got the handle. Got the filter. I heard also that these things last a pretty long time as far as like the components. I mean, I certainly hope the vacuum lasts a long time, but the components I heard last pretty long as far as the filters and stuff like that. You get extra rolls. This is what actually scrubs your floors. Cool, look like paint rollers, but that's cool. Got some more, got real wood floor cleaner. So that's great too. They have the regular, you know, because you have different woods. You have real wood, you have vinyl. We have both in our house, so it's great. We got tile, we got wood, and it's all downstairs. Just a bunch of it. That's the reason for this machine. What else? Not ergonomic. Got some more rollers. I guess each roller does something different. I don't know. They got different colors to them, so I would assume there's a different roller for different applications. The actual machine. And you have the charging dock, which I have no idea where this is going to go, but I'm going to have to figure it out. And there's even more cleaner. So I don't think we'll run out of cleaner anytime soon. You got the hard floor sanitizer, 99% bacteria sanitation. Oh, so you got hardwood sanitizer and yeah, two hard floor sanitizers. So I assume that's a different application because you have the actual cleaner and you have the sanitizer. And something I don't know what it is because I didn't read directions yet. That's about it. You get it in the box. Easy setup. You got the handle. Plug the handle in. That's where some connections are. Make sure you have it the right way. Snapping. Here's the good LCD screen. You got the battery power. I think you got the Wi-Fi, and it tells you when to empty, dirty or clean tank. And you got the side hardwood. You can pick hardwood or carpet. Let me see if it got any juice. Don't know. Well, we got a little bit of juice. You switch carpet or hardwood right while you're using it, so that's cool. And you have the trigger. I'm sure the trigger is to make everything happen, so I'm not going to push it. So this right here is the clean out cycle. So when you put it on the base, then you can push that and it automatically cleans the brushes. It runs, I guess, continuous through water through the brushes and goes into the dirty tank. So that's cool too. You don't have to clean that out. You do have to wipe it off though. They say after. So I guess it's a little saver, little step saver, but not totally off the hook to clean it out. With the base, the plug, and you have this goes on the side of the base. So let's see where that, you got that. This filter goes back here. You can take that out when you're done. Put it in the back. It's in the bottom tray. It's the dirty water tray, of course, because the dirty water gets filtered through there. And there's one already in there. So you have two, which is cool. Then you have a clean water bucket. So if you have a small area to do, it shows you where to fill it up to, and then you fill it up the formula the rest of the way. And that's why it has those two lines. Then if you have a large area, it shows you here, fill it up there, and then you fill it up to here to formula. So it's pretty self-explanatory once you get it, once you get your hands on it. After using it for the time that I use it, I clean my whole house with it, all of downstairs and a couple of the upstairs bathrooms, and it is great. There's a few drawbacks. When you recline, there's no lock, so when you want to roll it, you know, the head will fall down because it doesn't lock. Like, it automatically reclines. Probably battery life is the biggest, I guess, drawback. Even though it wasn't a problem for me, I was done everything that I could do. But I could see people with, if they got gigantic spaces to do, maybe a commercial space or something, it wouldn't be as great because it probably lasts like, I ran it for a half an hour. It was fine for that half an hour. A couple times the battery light came on towards the end. I was on carpet, so that could be why. It just wasn't, maybe it didn't have enough power. But then when I went and put it on the charger and you push the button to clean it, that's another negative. When you put it on the charger and you want to self-clean, it has a self-cleaning feature where you push the button, it runs the water through and sucks up, you know, all the dirt and everything. It puts in formula, but that's what it is. Puts in the formula and sucks it all up and sucks out the dirt from it does a pretty great job, which is one of the not drawbacks, but one of the advantages I like of the machine. And trying to, maybe one is trying to figure out where to put it, because it does need to be plugged in. And personally, everybody won't have the issue, but I do, because my plugs are not limited, but they're in spaces where I don't want a vacuum to be showing. I wish I had a plug in like a utility closet, but my utility closet and laundry room has a plug, but it's right next to the dryer, the washer and dryer. So it's not good to put it there. You need a good it does take up a good footprint, the base. So that is a drawback. I'm still trying to figure out where to put it. Right now it's in the downstairs bathroom and it's just sitting in there. There's enough room, but it just looks a mess. I mean, ain't nobody coming over right now. So, you know, what's going on, it's okay because there's nobody coming over using that bathroom. But when you know, maybe when stuff starts to get back to somewhat normal and people are coming over and they got to use that bathroom, I can't have that in there. Like, there's the drawbacks. And the price. The price can be a drawback for some people. It is pretty expensive, considering. I think just after the one use, I think it's worth it, because now we can move on to the positives. First positive is the cleanliness that I get. I know people before said, yeah, I heard people say your house ain't clean if you don't have this. There's a few on the market, so I mean, it could be any of them. I've heard they're pretty much all great products, the ones that are on the market. I know Bissell, so that's the reason I picked this one. But yeah, I heard people say that if you don't have this one, your house isn't clean. And I can see what they mean, because we clean, we sweep, mop, Swiffer, like all that stuff, you're just pushing around the dirt, really. I mean, you're getting some of it up, you're getting stuff up, and we don't even have pets. So I can imagine people with pets. I got done, I was almost embarrassed looking at the water. Let me just say that, like I thought spaces were clean. I purposefully used it on low traffic areas that I felt were maybe cleaner than high traffic areas that I already know aren't as clean. And even then, like, the water was black. Like, and that's crazy to me. Like, I mean, places we've cleaned, and using that, I guess it just gets in the crevices, and, you know, it's water. It's almost like a shampoo, a rug shampoo. That's what I compare it to. And it, you know, you pull the trigger, it releases the solution. They recommend that you leave it on there for 5 minutes or so. It's hard to do that because you're pulling it back and forth, so you're automatically sucking it up. If you release the trigger to let the solution stop squirting solution. Now, the solution don't squirt out like, say, a Swiffer or something like that. It just squirts into the brush, so it goes down on the floor. And when you're pushing it forward, it's squirting. But the whole time your brushes are going. Your brushes go automatically when you lower it and recline it, in order to get, as soon as you push it up in this stored position, the brushes stop, and all that's automatic. So it's Wi-Fi connected, but there's not many. It basically just keeps track of your cleaning, battery power, and like how long you clean, battery power, and health of the different stuff. The formula, if you need more formula, it has a little button. You know, I think they really made that app to sell more products, probably because it has buttons for extra stuff. I had to get used to it being wireless. Like I said, I use a Swiffer, that's wireless, but that doesn't feel the same. This feels like you got a vacuum in your hand, but it's wireless. So I found myself like moving the cord, like not getting near stuff, but you can get near, you know, you can go anywhere. So you free. Also, it's a little technique to it, to learning how to pull the trigger when you want more fluid to come out, and depending on what it is, you're cleaning. Now, I mean, one of the other drawbacks is, and I think I forgot to mention, if it's super messy spills. Something that's super messy may be an issue. Just because it's the tray, the filter, all that stuff has to be cleaned afterwards. And I haven't found that hard to do. After you run the self-cleaning cycle, then you got to dump the dirty water. They have a strainer that works pretty well for hair and big chunks and mess. And then you can just dump that in the trash and then just dump the rest. Sometimes you might have to dump it. I usually dump it in the toilet because I don't want none of that stuff down my drain, because the drain pipe isn't that big. I don't want to stop it up. So you got that. You got other components. Sometimes stuff gets in there, not a lot, but there's like a 2-part system where the dirty water goes, separates dirty and clean water. So you never put dirty water on your floor, which, I mean, that's a no-brainer. I don't know why that would be something you gotta. I don't know if other systems use dirty water or use the same water. I don't know, but that was a selling point. So I'll just mention it. I was again saying messes. Like, it can clean up those messy messes with no problem, but you just have to be mindful that it's gonna get all up in there. Like, that mess is gonna get all up in there. You're gonna have to clean it. Just something to keep in mind. But yeah, that's just a short review. Do I recommend it? Highly recommend it if you can afford it. I highly recommend it if you spring cleaning, and it's great. It's a great machine. I'm happy with the purchase, and I think that's it. I wasn't gonna do a full review, but I think I had enough time. Usually I try to wait a week or so after using it, but this is a different product. This ain't like a tech product. So yeah, you weigh your options, look it up, see what's going on. Links in the description, of course, and I will hit you back.
Life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.